matter of fact, that's Micah 7:11. She that is mine enemy shall see it. So in this setup, our women have become our enemy in this setup. And you really can't call her your woman because when you met her, she wasn't a virgin.
Right.
So how can you call her?
The only way you can call your woman is she's a virgin.
Right.
If you were the first to take it.
Right.
So they're really not your woman. It's just like the saying goes. She's not yours. It's just your turn.
Right.
And that's why they have that I'm bored mentality. Okay, I gave this nigga a turn. Now I'm on to the next guy. I'm on to the next sucker. That's how it is, man. So forget about you brothers out there.
6:45.
You brothers out there that are part of this ministry, but you ain't got a woman. Don't worry about it. The time is coming, you won't get all kinds of money.
There's so many of these manifest guys on YouTube. A lot of them say have the discipline to live on your own and not be with a woman.
Big time.
Right. And then they got a thing called semen retention.
Oh yeah.
You know, where you don't think about it when you're pregnant, man.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom, call HALAL YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. But real quick, I want to go into this post you see right here. It says it's dating guidance, okay? And this just happened to pop up on my feed. So I figured I'll, read some of these posts. It says, women with a large body count. The more men a woman has slept with, their sperm stays within her body. And let me tell you why. Okay. It says, not just in memories in her body, in her cells, in her DNA. Study shows women absorb and retain DNA from every man that has finished inside them. And this is because a woman is only supposed to be with one man. The Lord only created you woman to be with one man. And if a woman has been with the man long enough, okay, if a man's taken a woman's virginity and they've been together for a while or a long time, they share DNA, okay? They become one. That's why the scripture says how a man and a woman becomes one, okay? And in certain cases, they may even start to look alike, okay, because that woman has become a part of that man. All right, and that's the way the Most High God set it up. Now, this modern society where women are liberated and can go run around, having multiple sex partners. Like a woman, you might meet a woman now, but she's had, multiple, and in this society, triple digits of men that she's been with. Okay, those are women that you cannot pair bond with, that you don't want to build anything with because it's going to be, destroyed. Okay, they're destroyed. I believe the Elder Apostle Gabar was going into. I was watching their lesson, and I might put a clip in here from their camp if I have you already seen it. But he was saying how they got a term DG, okay, damaged goods, okay. Nowadays these women, they want providers, but men want virgins, okay. There's no reason to provide for a woman that's been promiscuous. Okay, calls herself a boss bitch, got a career. These women have a whole job and think you're supposed to be paying for all the bills. Absolutely the fuck not. If we in captivity together, we gonna be in captivity together. Okay, it says studies show women absorb and retain DNA from every man that finish inside them. That DNA has been found in her brain, organs, reproductive system. It doesn't just sit in there. It can be passed to future children. Ever wonder why some kids look like her ex more than their actual father? Because she carries a permanent biological imprint from past men. And these women nowadays, they'll deal with shit. You got women that you'll meet and they already have children. I don't deal with that shit. I'm not, somebody asked me the other day, would you deal with a woman that has children? Not seriously. Okay, not seriously. Because that's just too much, okay? But in this post right here, it says how you can deal with a woman who don't have children with her, and a child can come out looking like her ex because she was promiscuous and letting all type of men finish inside of her, okay? This is against the ways of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, and it brings confusion. It says, let me see, let me do this real quick. It says it's not just looks. Physical and mental disorders can also be passed down. And what do these women like? They like to deal with pookies and ray-rays, thugs and gangsters, no shit, not shit ass niggas, don't got a job, don't got a car, don't got shit going. Okay, they love men like that. Okay, so you can have a child with a woman, and these particular characteristics from the last man she's been with get passed down to your child because she has made her body a cesspool for, many men's waters, many men's sperm. Okay, this was a study that came out how it showed you how this is true. How it was a woman that died who donated her body to science, and they found, though she was married like 50 years, they found DNA from multiple partners inside her body from before her marriage, from previous relationships before her marriage. Okay, but America promotes this. This is why these women are all these women, especially the so-called black women, they all going to see therapists. They all on psychotic meds and shit. They all bugged out of their minds, man. The more men she's been with, the higher the risk of problems in her future kids, right? And this is why when you deal with a woman, you don't want to deal with a woman that has been with multiple men. You got women that's on these social media sites promoting their OnlyFans and whatnot. If a woman has OnlyFans, that's a red flag, okay? It says every man leaves a mark on her and on any child you have with her. Think twice before having kids with a woman whose past is too crowded. Always remember that. And this is why men are concerned with the woman's past. These women, they're concerned with a man's future, but men are concerned with a woman's past because her past will come back to bite you. Okay? You deal with a woman that dealt with all these men, or may have kids by another man, and that nigga come around and find out that he might try to kill you or something. It's just too much, bro. This is why our forefathers dealt with virgins, and we're going back to that. That's something that I've been championing a lot lately, man. A bitch tell me, "Oh, you supposed to be a body, but you're supposed to be a virgin, okay? You're supposed to be a virgin. You're a whore, okay?" And truth be told, if you go through your woman's phone, okay, or you talking to a woman, you go through her phone, you're gonna be upset what you're gonna find, okay? All different men's pictures, videos, and pictures of her with other men. That's the reality here in America. But it's not supposed to be that way. This is why the Lord is going to destroy America, and really all you harlots and wicked people with it. And we can't wait. It says the game is rigged. If you don't understand how it works, that's why the dark psychologically of women exists, to expose the emotional tactics and power plays they use. 3,000 plus men already took the red pill. So they're promoting something. But let's see some of these comments. Somebody said total BS button. Okay. So you got untrue, but no one wants sloppy 14ths. No, it is true. Okay. So somebody said all the females in the comments saying this is BS, and that's why they're on psychotic medication, man. Okay, you got to be autistic. I forgot who said that. What's his name? Damn, I forgot his name, dude. I gotta give that man his credit. He said that shit. You autistic, and I've been saying that shit lately because a lot of these people, they're autistic. You got to be slow. All right, but that's just something I want to show. All right, let's grab a few precepts. Close out on that. This is Amos chapter 7 verse 17. It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city." Okay, and that's pretty much the point. In the NLT it says, "But this is what the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai says, your wife will become a prostitute in this city." And our women have become prostitutes. Your woman has been with multiple men. This is why when you meet a woman, she wants you to do something for her. You got to do something. You got to do this. You got to do that. Because why? She's a prostitute. I saw a video, bro, of a woman. She was going on a date. She was supposed to be going on a date with a man, and it was a Northern Kingdom woman. And this is why the elders and apostles say deal with the Northern tribes, man. Don't deal with the black woman. But she was going on a date with a guy for our first date. The guy standing her up, and she was in a car crying. But she made a video, and she put out a big bag of all the things she brought for him, and she brought him food, tacos, homemade horchata. She brought, a bag full of goodies. Okay, and really, dude played himself out of wife. Because a woman like that, you could tell she was raised properly. She knows how to deal and cater to a man. Most of these women out here, they're the other way around. They expect you to do that for them. Growing up, I used to have bitches ask me all the time, you know how to cook? To this day, a bitch ask you that, you know how to cook? Bitch, do you know how to cook? And they don't. We got to get out of here. This is sick. All right, let's go over here. I ain't make this too long. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 26, verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Yeah, we got women out that's going out drinking and clubbing every night. Okay, every weekend. They wearing them skirt little dresses with they bend over, their ass hanging out. I remember I worked in a convenience store downtown in Ibar City where it's like the club scene or whatever. And it was women that always came in there drunk as hell, okay, making a fool of themselves. But there was one woman that came in, she was so drunk, she was leaning over the counter across from me, and all you seen was her buttocks, because she had nothing on. Okay, they're not going to cover their own shame. Okay, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. You see the woman wearing them big ass cumbrellas. Okay, these women are completely polluted here in America, and this is why Apostle Paul said he would rather you be as he is and not deal with a woman at all. Okay. They got these apps now, these T apps or whatever. The woman started it first, and now the men have one. And all you see on there is men posting, women in the area. It might be women that I've seen before. And you have 10, 13, 15 comments saying how, oh, she did this to me, she burnt me, da, 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 da. First of all, how the fuck you done dealt with 10, 15 men, women, 10, 15 men? Oh, and nowadays women too. Come on, bro. This is sick, bro. This is sick. The Lord got to get us out of here. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And this is why if you have daughters, you have to, keep them in straitly, lest they abuse themselves through overmuch liberty. And what does America give them? Overmuch liberty. It says, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. And this is what these modern women are doing. This is why when you meet a woman nowadays, and it's worse now, but back then you meet a woman, she already done been with several different men. Okay, now these women are showing the whole world on social media everything they got to offer. Okay, it's sick, but this is why the Lord got to come and set things straight. I think I'm gonna title this lesson: when women want providers, but men want virgins. Okay, and if you're not a virgin, then don't expect to find a man that's gonna be a provider. That's the equalizer. If you want a provider, be a virgin. So if you're not a virgin, don't expect a provider. You're gonna take your ass to work. Okay, you've been working the cock carousel for long enough. You finna work a job. Okay. And these women say, oh, I ain't going 50-50 with no man. Then bitch, you can go 100-0 by yourself. And this is why when all hell breaks loose, a lot of women ain't gonna make it, bro. Majority of the 2/3 of you women, because women outnumber men at least 7-1, or if not 14-1. Okay, it says, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. Right, a shamefaced and faithful woman. These women ain't faithful nowadays, man. Okay? Women. A lot of these women, it's best not to deal with them, man. I told the brothers in the camp, if you single, bro, shit, you might want to stay single, bro. After I was on that app, and I'm like, damn, what's going on? Everybody around this motherfucker is burning, So you gotta imagine, you deal with a woman, end up having children with her, okay, and now that children is carrying DNA from all the other, beta simp incel, devious wicked niggas that she dealt with in the past, man. Okay, but this is an American thing. This ain't gonna happen in the ancient world. This ain't gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven. And this is why we pray for the Lord to destroy this place, so He can usher in a kingdom where of righteousness, man. A woman being with 1,700 different men, that's not righteousness. A woman having the liberty to take a man's children from him, and go deal with another man, that's not righteousness. That's wickedness, man. And the Lord is about to set the record straight in this place. Whatever said, I'm going to say shalom. I'm coming to Allah. Just a quick one in the morning. Praise edifying for the full elect. Shalom.